Don't be like me when you grow up. Don't be like me when you get older. You know, most of the time I'm kind of like a happy person, you know, decent. I joke all the time. I have a decent life. I can't really complain too much, you know. But at one point in time of my life, well, not one point in time, several points in time of my life, it wasn't as good as it is now. I wasn't as stable as I am now. I wasn't as focused as I am now, or driven as I am now. Especially when I was younger. I made a lot of bad decisions, a lot of poor choices when I was younger. And what happens is, when you make a lot of bad decisions when you're young, the younger you doesn't have to pay for it. You know, really, like sometimes it's like that. Well, really, most of the time. It's the older version of you that has to pay for the younger version of you poor choices and bad decisions. You know how long it took me, how much money I had to put up in order to get my license back, because the young Langston just kept on driving. Got stopped by a cop, driving license suspended. Got stopped by another cop, driving license suspended. Just kept on going, adding on years and years and money and money and money, to the point where the older version of Langston had to pay out thousands of dollars in order to get his license back. And he had to wait, I think I had to wait like two years. Let me take that back. I got my license back, but I had to pretty much beg to the judge at the DMV in order to get it back. Then I had to pay a restitution fee of thousands of dollars. I had tickets in Raleigh. I had tickets in New York. I had tickets in Charlotte. I had tickets in Greensboro. I had to pay all those tickets back, restitution fee, all of that, everything in combined was over $3,000. There's times where I can sit down and seriously, like I said, my life is decent now, but there are times where I slip into a small depression because I regret. It's regret after regret after regret. I got a bag full of regrets. Because had I not made certain decisions when I was younger, I wouldn't have to pay for them when I got older. Man, I regret not continuing my college education. Because in college, all you have to do is just go to school. And for those that don't have structure, for those that don't know what they want to do in life, when they graduate from high school, college is a good thing. You have the time to sit down while you're on campus. And let's just say you're going to a 2-year college. And your moms are saying, you could stay here as long as you continue in your education. You have time to figure out what you want to do in life. You have time to come up with a plan. But when you do dumb shit like me, go to college and drop out and say, I want to be in the working field, then that's when shit starts to hit the fan. Here you are, a young adult, or here I am, a young adult. I want to get the nicest car. I want to have rims. I want to have speakers so everybody can hear me blast my music. I want to go to the clubs. I want to drink. I want to smoke. I want to do what I want to do. I want to have my own apartment. But all of those things that I want to have comes with responsibility. And I did get those things. But guess what? With the exception of the rims. But guess what? I lost all of them at the same damn time. Had I had my head on my shoulders, had I listened to my elders, I would have been straight. See, I was a knucklehead. I was hard-headed. I wanted to be with the in crowd. I wanted to be cool. I wanted people to look at me and be like, yo, man, that dude is cool. A rep? That's all I was living for, was a rep. At one point in time, I had to have the Tommy Hilfigers, the polo shirts, and all the rest of that stuff. And to be honest with you, I couldn't even afford half of that stuff. So guess what? I used to boost. And for those that don't know what boosting is, it's stealing clothes. I would run up in the mall and go inside the men's fitting room and tie shirts around my legs. And because back then in the 90s, we used to wear these big baggy ass damn clothes. So I would tie shirts around my leg, jeans around in the inside of my hoodie, and walk out. Or, we got a little, because I had a little crew, we got a little smart, you know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, man, instead of us stealing like shirts and stuff like that, why don't we just start stealing ties and just take them back to the store? And that's what we did. We used to steal like a boost, like expensive ties, like Tommy Hilfiger, Polo, Brooks Brothers and stuff like that. And the ties were like $1 and change, or $200-300. You know what I'm saying? Like ties, believe it or not, can be really expensive. So I'm taking 5-6 ties back to the store. I'm getting $500 worth of credit. All for nothing. As I'm stealing, as I'm drinking and smoking and sex and having sex with multiple females. Because that's the thing to do when you're young and dumb. As I'm doing all of this stuff, I have friends that's in college, studying their ass off every day, getting their education, because guess what? They know the importance of planning, putting your life in its proper perspective. They know how important it is to make sure that they take care of their future. So here I am. I just now got it together, not too long ago. But my friends, my peers, been had it together. Got a dude that I'm cool with in Atlanta. I used to hang around him, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because when I was in Atlanta, he would be like, yo, me, you want to make some extra money or whatever? I'm like, yeah, sure, because, I got these kids, I got this bill, that, and this, that, and so forth. And I used to work with him. Or actually, I used to work for him. This man got a house in Augusta, nice big house in Augusta, and has a condo in Atlanta. Just as many children as I have. Went to the same high school that I went to. He went to Fayetteville State University. I went to St. Augustine's. I dropped out. He didn't. He continued his education. He got his degree. And he moved on to bigger and better things. But look at me. Just now getting my life together. Hasn't been but so long since I've been able to repair my life from the damage that young Langston had caused. And this is the reason why I make these videos. I've made sure that I've talked about just about everything, so that you all can get a well-rounded understanding of what life is. See, let me tell you something. This is funny. What you need to do if you're young, if you're in your 20s, sacrifice it. Sacrifice. What I mean sacrifice is, meaning if you say, hey, listen, I don't, school ain't for me. School is not for everybody. School is not for me. I'm gonna go right into the work field. But I'm gonna work my ass off. That's what you do. You work your ass off. 10 straight years. Go 10 straight years. Save up money. Drive the most beat up car as you can. Like, get the worst car that you can find. But it works. It can get you to A to B. Don't wear no name brand clothes. If you gotta shop at Walmart, shop at Walmart. I know I've told you time and time again, you got to think about your health and, eat vegetables and fruits and this and that and so forth. But if you can't afford whole food, if you can't afford fresh produce, vegetables and stuff like that, man, and for now, at least eat something that may be somewhat healthy, like tuna fish or a salmon in a can. For now. Grind, grind, grind. And I'll guarantee you, once you turn 30, once you're in your 30s and your 40s, guess what? You'll appreciate yourself then. Because it's all about busting your ass when you're young so you won't have to do it when you're old. That's the name of the game. Then, once you get older, you can BS, you can party and bullshit. And guess what? You'll have the finances to do it. And you'll have the discipline to do it. Meaning that, you know what? You'll say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to go on a vacation for about 2 weeks. And I'm going to party. But once I get back home, I'm going to get right. There's some people right now, as we speak, that have busted their ass when they was. I met this one dude. I'm not lying. That's my word. He busted his ass when he was 16 years old. He worked in a grocery store. I think it was Harris Teeter. Busted his ass. He worked himself up, and he stayed there for like 15 years or something like that. Retired at 30-something years old. Retired. He no longer has to work. And you know what the people did? His peers? They laughed at him. Oh, you work at the grocery store. But guess what? He retired when he was in his early 30s, and those same people that are laughing at him are still working. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Had I had it to do it all over again, I would have done it right. Y'all just don't understand how important these videos are. But you will when you get older. Listen to my words. My name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video. 1.